Mastering compliance audit. Cybersecurity audits that ignore purpose and scope are a ticking time bomb for sensitive data. Why is it essential to clearly define and understand the purpose and scope of the cybersecurity compliance audit, which is intended to assess its effectiveness in identifying vulnerabilities and ensuring its alignment with regulatory requirements, thereby enabling its implementation to protect its sensitive data and prevent potential breaches? Clearly defining and understanding the purpose and scope of a cybersecurity compliance audit is crucial to assess its effectiveness in identifying vulnerabilities and ensuring its alignment with regulatory requirements. This enables the implementation of an effective audit that protects sensitive data and prevents potential breaches. To achieve this, the following steps should be taken. 1. Establish a clear purpose statement. The purpose statement should outline the objectives of the audit, which is to evaluate the effectiveness of the organization's cybersecurity controls in protecting sensitive data and ensuring compliance with relevant regulatory requirements. This statement should be concise and unambiguous, ensuring that all stakeholders involved in the audit understand the goals and objectives. 2. Define the scope of the audit. The scope statement should outline the specific areas of the organization's cybersecurity controls that will be evaluated during the audit. This should include the systems, networks, data, and applications that will be assessed, as well as the specific regulatory requirements that will be evaluated. The scope statement should be comprehensive and specific, ensuring that all stakeholders understand what is included and excluded from the audit. 3. Identify the relevant regulatory requirements. The organization should identify the relevant regulatory requirements that apply to its industry, location, and data handling practices. This may include laws, regulations, and standards such as HIPAA, PCI DSS, GDPR, and SOX, among others. The organization should also identify any industry-specific standards or guidelines that apply to its operations. 4. Determine the audit criteria. The audit criteria should be established based on the relevant regulatory requirements and industry standards. These criteria should outline the specific controls and processes that will be evaluated during the audit, as well as the expected outcomes or results. The audit criteria should be measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound, SMART, to ensure that the audit is focused and effective. 5. Identify the audit activities. The audit activities should be outlined in detail, including the procedures, tests, and evaluations that will be performed during the audit. These activities should be designed to assess the effectiveness of the organization's cybersecurity controls in protecting sensitive data and ensuring compliance with regulatory requirements. 6. Establish the audit timeline. The audit timeline should be established, outlining the key milestones and deadlines for the audit. This should include the date for the audit kickoff, the dates for the various audit activities, and the date for the final audit report. 7. Assign audit responsibilities. The responsibilities of the auditors, audit team members, and other stakeholders should be clearly defined and assigned. This should include the roles and responsibilities of the audit lead, team members, and other stakeholders involved in the audit. 8. Ensure stakeholder engagement. Stakeholder engagement is critical to the success of the audit. The organization should ensure that all stakeholders involved in the audit, including IT staff, management, and other departments, understand the purpose and scope of the audit, and their roles and responsibilities. 9. Establish a communication plan. A communication plan should be established to ensure that all stakeholders are informed and updated throughout the audit process. This should include regular meetings, status updates, and progress reports. 10. Document the audit plan. The audit plan should be documented in a comprehensive and detailed plan that outlines the purpose, scope, regulatory requirements, audit criteria, audit activities, timeline, responsibilities, and communication plan. This plan should be reviewed and approved by all stakeholders involved in the audit. By following these steps, the organization can ensure that the cybersecurity compliance audit is clearly defined and understood, and that it is effective in identifying vulnerabilities and ensuring alignment with regulatory requirements. This enables the implementation of an effective audit that protects sensitive data and prevents potential breaches.